We are building a model railroad and we have finished our model railroad with the ICE2. All started with an ICE2 starter set. I still have the package here. That's what we started with. Some tracks and a mobile station. From there, we continued with the subs construction. Then we built a ring circuit for the track current and a ring circuit for the lighting current. We built the houses and the railroad routes with the wood and plastic things here. We continued with wire mesh and plaster, and we had a lot of episodes. I don't know if you've seen them all. You're very welcome to watch them all, beginning from episode number 1. And you can watch us crafting in real time. I'm very proud of my chicken run over there. They are hidden behind the tree. They are movable and can be controlled with the mobile station. Over there is a woman that takes selfies whenever the train passes by. And we are also finished with the shaping of the landscape. The trees are standing, we planted bushes and used flock medium up front. Here you can see that a little bit. We concealed all the bad areas with that. I drew road markings with a curve ruler. Where do I have this? Using this and a white pencil, I draw the road markings. That's all finished and I'm quite proud of it. We let the house age a bit. You can see that here on the side. It's a little dirty there. We used patination powder for this. I did that while the plaster was drying. Look here, that's what I used. It's a powder that you can use depending on the color you want. You can choose between different colors like concrete, ashes, sand or rust. You can also use a patination marker to paint the models a little bit. I didn't use that, but that's an option. I also used watercolor for painting. And whenever I had some road color left, I used it to paint over the tunnel portals and the houses. Even if the brush was almost dry, but that works great to give the buildings a dirty touch. You can also call that aging or weathering. So that looks good so far, but my landscape is pretty abundant. The population is still missing. Now my men and women can move in. Here I have the first car on the system, so let this SUV park in front of the butcher's shop. And I also bought some characters and other small accessories to decorate everything. What I have here are some characters that will be seated at the platform. I used some of them already. Let me take out the rest. Well, I glued that tight for sure. Now it's open. You see, everything is live here. So they can go there. Maybe I will use tweezers for that to arrange them a little. This one has baggage. We can glue them with plastic glue. I can place them by the platform like they are waiting. I'll fix them later, when I turn the system around. Then I can reach them better. I also have these characters left. These are train drivers from different epochs. One of them is already sitting inside my ICE. We have placed him there in one of the last episodes. Maybe I will have one in the other locomotive. Here I have a station employee. We can let him stand here next to the track. We can imagine that he is waiting for this little locomotive to arrive. Or even better, we let him wait here at the front, at the side. I will glue him in a moment. I also have organized some joggers. They are allowed to jog over the mountain and through the forest. That's what they look like. I will unpack them later. Maybe they can jog along down there, along the street. But just not through the underpass. What I really like was this one. That's a wanderer with a backpack. He's having a snack and has put down his backpack. We will let him sit somewhere in the meadow. What I also found is a set of Euro pallets. They fit perfectly behind my train station. I'll place them now. They can also be decorated behind the butcher's shop. They can also be found by the farm. Why not pallet furniture? So there are details and I'm having a lot of fun with this. Here we have a photographer. He's got his camera with him. He's walking into the train station. So we already have some people. Here I have a female wanderer. We let her take a hike on the mountain or maybe by the farm. So it's time to shape the details. You can also buy fences, such small garden fences. There you can draw on the full. There are so many beautiful things. The manufacturer Auhagen sells a market stand kit. It contains little gravel containers, boundary posts and flower pots. You have to assemble that. Here we have a ticket machine. We could place that by the bus stop. Here's a phone booth that's almost obsolete since everyone has a smartphone. We could still install that by the train station. And we have park benches and an ATM. We could place that there beside the train station. We have to assemble the flower pots. That's fun for the next days and weeks. Another phone booth. That city has a lot of them. I also found a chain link fence. I really like that. That's a simple item that makes a lot of impression, since it adds depth to the system. I think I will set it up behind the butcher's shop, or maybe we can separate these two areas. The parking space from the depot. We want to have a fence there to prevent passengers from getting lost here. Only station employees can enter. We could use that fence for that. With the fence, we can also conceal these edges here, between these two floor tiles. If I set the fence on the top of it, you won't be able to see that anymore. I think that's where I will set it up. We did a lot during the last weeks and during many YouTube episodes. Here we have an elderly lady with a walker. She's waiting here at the train station. This is the grandma who picks up the grandchildren. So many details. Here I have used cable ducts. You can get it from Auhagen as well. That's a typical detail. You can see this on tracks. Here I have industrial magnets. You can see those sometimes laying by the tracks. This helps the trains to recognize which track it is using. You can attach them to a track or to a turnout. That's where you can find that in reality. You can just glue that next to it with a plastic glue. That's another nice detail. So be creative. The model railroad system is finished and it will continue to be fun during the weeks, months and years to expand the system. So it's never finished. You can always add new accessories. Or maybe use a different train when a new model appears. Here I have the ICE2 from the starter set. But over there I have an older model, and this one pulls a very special wagon. I can really recommend that. Let me show it to you. You should buy that if you want your system to be taken care of. It's a cleaning trolley. It cleans the tracks with its underside, and you can also store spare parts in it. So you always have them by hand and you can get your tracks cleaned at some time. We let this wagon and the diesel locomotive drive over the tracks from time to time. Alright, I'll finish the last decorations now. After that, I will leave you alone with a few impressions of our finished model railway system. I'm looking forward to your comments. If you have questions about building your own model railroad system, write them down in the commentary section. We said we will answer them here on the YouTube channel of Märklin. I will place some more characters and then let yourself be surprised what else there is to see on our railroad system. Take care until the next series. I hope you enjoyed the show. As you could tell, I'm not a native English speaker. I'm German, and maybe you like the show having also in an English version. So enjoy the rest of the series, enjoy all the videos, watching them again and again, and have fun modeling with your model railroad. Goodbye.